Oh, she lives down the posh side of Battersea. She does. Innit? So she lives like near. Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah, you can see that.
What part of Battersea do you live in again?
Well, I live by the river, in the new flats. Yeah, it's called Battersea Reach.
Oh, those are the ones that look really glassy, like spaceship houses.
Spaceship houses.
Well, they kind of look like spaceships because like.
Well, they're very modern. They are very modern. There's a lot of glass. They're very modern. There's a helipad in there as well. Yeah. Yeah, we saw one landing yesterday afternoon. I don't know who owns it, but somebody with quite a lot of money. Yeah.
So how long have you lived in Battersea then?
Well, we moved to London and to Battersea about 8 years ago now. Yeah. Yeah, we love it. I mean, like any area, it's got a kind of a real mix. But one of the things I love is that it's so central. So central. It's like I work in Victoria and you can get to Victoria in only 10 minutes on the train, 20 on the bus, or you can get to the whole of the south coast from Clapham Junction, and then they're going to extend the Northern Line. So when the Northern Line comes here, it will connect Battersea to the rest of London on the tube.
So basically Battersea's really central, like you just never really need to leave, to be honest.
Well, do you know what? I don't think you do at the weekends, because like, you've got all the restaurants and bars up St John's Hill, and very nice shopping in Northcote Road.
Oh, that's very smart.
Yes, and then, well, I don't go now, but I used to go to the clubs at Clapham Junction. Yeah.
Where's your favourite place?
The Grand, opposite the station, the Grand, yeah.
That brings back memories.
Oh, I see, she knows it. Yeah, she knows it. Did you go there?
Yeah, I used to go to Club Envy.
Oh, the one on the corner?
It used to be a cinema.
It used to be a cinema. Oh, did it? I only know it as a nightclub, but obviously since I've had it, I've not been. But I mean, you've got Battersea Park. I mean, we love to go for walks. We might go for a picnic later. Used to go for picnics with some of my friends in the park, and I haven't been for a while, but I used to go running in the mornings in the park, and that's where I met someone. Do you remember? I met Lauren. So I met this woman in Battersea Park. She was just stood by the lake, and we got chatting, and she ended up putting me on a business course. And that's how I got my job at Google.
Wow, I need to go to this park a bit more often.
You should
Check and get myself a job.
Well, that's the thing. I met some really interesting people from the park, from classes, from groups, that sort of thing.
Yeah, but you're very good though. You join things, don't you?
Well, you've got to, haven't you?
Well, yeah, but not everybody does. You make an effort, and that's the important bit.
Well, what about like this area though? Like, what do you think about here?
What do you mean?
Like this side of Battersea, because like that's all like the nicer side. But like, do you?
Well, I come and, I see Margaret, come up to the dry cleaners, I come to classes.
Yeah, I bring her down to earth.
I mean, let's be honest. Battersea, like most areas, it's got a real mix. And I know it's had its ups and downs with crime and stuff like that, but I do think that's like anywhere, really. And I do think, well, with the new developments and all of that sort of stuff, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. I know that, but I do think it's sort of smartened the area up a bit. So I think that's no bad thing. But
it's a mixed bag, isn't it? It's good. It brings good things, brings bad things.
I know Margaret's not always keen, are you?
Well, it's not that I'm not keen. I can just see both sides.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she does go on about how it used to be here and how it's not the same anymore.
No,
and I wouldn't know because we just like what it is now. We don't know what you miss because we just love what it is now.
That's true. Yeah, I thought of it.
Exactly. Well, I just see somewhere that's friendly, busy, vibrant, always something going on in community, that sort of thing. I think it's a lovely place to bring up kids. It's quite a creative area as well. I mean, like this festival. So it's nice.
Yeah, there's lots going on, isn't there?
Battersea's always been a place that's kind of encouraged communities and had people around. I mean, back in the day, let's say it was a lot to do with the old families, and well, this is our area, and I'll call my Uncle Jim, he's got the muscle, a bit like EastEnders, but it's, at least there's nothing wrong with that kind of competition between people because they're all living together and trying to get on.
There was
And
competition.
we used to have street parties.
Well, that's it, exactly.
The old piano used to come out and
Get everybody together.
That's what we do. We should have had a piano. That's what we need. There's always competition, but it's quite healthy, I think, the competition. It keeps everyone on their toes, doesn't it? I think it's alright. Some people complain everybody knows each other's business, but I think that's good.
It's not like that no more, because all them families that moved out, right, it's all changing. No one knows one another anymore.
But I don't live in the area anymore. I'd like to be moving back, but I still come back and see you and Mum, and of course, people will come and go in an area. An area will change, but it's the memories and the experiences you have that make it up.
Yeah, but look, enough of the sub stories now. Look, I'm sure everyone here is dying for a drink. Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
All right. So
Oh, really?
I basically think that, you know, as one generation goes and everyone will come. And Battersea is simply the people who live it now.
Yeah, and we've shown you around and introduced you to a few of our friends
Anybody
and
like
family.
you loves welcome.
Oh, bless. And you've heard what they've had to say about the area.
And we'd love to hear your stories and what
That's
you
right.
think. So why don't you all go through there, grab yourself a drink. But before you do, we just want to say thank you so much
cheers.
for coming around with us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. Thank you for putting up with him, yeah?
I'll enjoy it.
Okay. And let's go get some drinks. So go through there, there's like lots of questions on the walls and stuff.
Ooh.
And we want to know what you think about Battersea, what you think about the tour, you know, your favourite tour guide.
Oh, yeah.
And then, you know, and there's like a map over there. We have to get you there, Margaret. We'll show us some of your favourite places in Battersea.
Some of the old,
well, that's someone's story, isn't it? So that's no one's true. Yeah, anything someone might say. It sounds plausible, doesn't it? Yeah. No, I know, I agree. No, I have the same thought. Yeah. I like it. Yeah, I like it, Some fantastic mixing.
we're doing it again.
Did you hang out here most of yesterday afternoon?
I was here most of yesterday, yeah.
No, I don't like. Yeah, he's just I think he's
Busy week. Yeah.
So that's usually your call.
Yeah, it is really good. It's
I've only had very limited experience of trying to recruit someone. I never knew. I did have to go through that in my job. Wanting to be making sure you're doing the right thing and giving everyone a fair hearing and constantly thinking,
Oh, this is going to make the final
well, that, as an Indian kind of book.
Yeah, something similar happened to
No, we've done it.
children have got to play with their own.
Well, you related to your own.